Hello, my wonderful friends. Magus with you on a beautiful day in Asha. If you're brand new to the channel, we're Zoroastrians. We are the Magi. And today I'm going to share with you the magic, the secret to the magic of Zoroaster. You know, magic was named after the Magi because the Magi, they live in Asha. And Asha, it's protection, it's provision, it's health, it's divine dominion, because we live in Asha, which is heaven on earth, which is the perfect creator's perfect idea. What else could a perfect God's mind come up with but a perfect you and a perfect world? And I'm going to show you in Zarathustra's own writings what he says about creating heaven on earth and Asha, and I'm going to show you how to do it simply. My friends, you know, I heard a beautiful poem by Rilke, and it's so in tune with what we do here at the Order of the Magi. He is talking about how to catch a unicorn. He said you don't go out hunting for it, but you create the garden that attracts it. And that's exactly what we do. To bring Asha in, we don't go hunting for it. We don't go hunting for love and protection and provision and God. What we do, just like Zarathustra did, we attune ourselves to that frequency. We make ourselves that frequency so that we're one with it. It flows in and out and it becomes us. My friends, we take something that isn't manifested and we make it manifest in time and space by the frequency that we hold. And listen in Song 2 here. Song 2, verse 1. It's the soul of the living world crying out for help from God. Why did you make me? It cries out. And the world, my friends, it's the collective consciousness. Haven't you ever been there? If you're a good God, why is there all this suffering? And then it says that in verse 3, that Asha replied, if one person would have attuned themselves to me, I would have rushed to them. It's a cosmic law. There's no other way. But people have attuned themselves to pain and suffering and greed and anger and violence. And so that's what rushed to them. That's the spirit that they were filled with and their world was filled with. That's why Zarathustra was always attuning themselves to that highest spirit, to Asha. It says in verse 7 that Ahura Mazda, the all-good spirit, in one accord with Asha, sent his message, his word, his frequency, his idea, his story. And it says it was in response to the crying out of the world. And he said this doctrine, this word, it is salvation. Now get this. To those who wish to be saved, who wish to be protected. My friends, it's a choice. We all have a choice. And if you choose to make that garden your temple, in tune with that right spirit, it'll rush to you. It's cosmic law. But most people, my friends, they hold the wrong spirit. They've created the wrong garden and they're attracting the wrong beings. They're attracting, they're manifesting the wrong world because they have an idea of the highest principle of good God that we get taught from a kid from the world of religions, don't we? That this highest principle of good God can get angry. He can get jealous. He can kill men, women, and children. He wars, right? He likes bloody sacrifice. Now he can be nice. He can send good and evil, right? He can be at peace and war, and that's exactly how you feel. That's exactly what the world looks like. We need to attune ourselves higher to the original word. And the all-good God sent his all-good message that we call Asha. And if you'll attune yourself to that, you'll be love. You'll be the peace. You'll be the joy. You'll hold that frequency. It will rush you. And my friends, it creates a momentum, right? Jesus talked about that. He who has more will be added unto him. It becomes just natural. It flows more and more. He who has not, even what he has shall be taken from him. My friends, you got to take back your mind and heart. You got to take back your garden and create it the way you want it to be, with a frequency you hold, and that's what you're going to create. And it says, to that person, he shall be granted God strength, God power. Now get this, through Vohu Mainyu. It's only going to come through Vohu Mainyu. That's the God mind. Here in the West, we call it the Christ mind, right? Jesus said, no one comes to the Father but through me. That Christ mind that says that you and God are one, that restores God's image, is the loving Father. He told the Jewish people of the time and the religious leaders, you got the wrong idea of God. You know, they said, this woman's caught in adultery, should we stone her? No. Right? James and John said, should we call down fire from heaven like Elias did on this town that rejected our message? No, you don't know what spirit you are of. He said he was trying to restore people's idea of what the highest principle of God good is, and he referred to it as the loving Father. Right? He said, don't have an enemy. And if you do, love your enemy, and you'll find out they're no longer your enemy. Be like God. All he gives out is love. You've been lied to. He doesn't give out love and hate. He's not at peace and war. He doesn't send good and evil. Be like Daddy. Be like that loving Father, the all-good spirit, Ahura Mazda. My friends, be that. You're going to attract that. You're going to create that. And it says, you will have divine dominion, and Asha shall be actualized. Heaven on earth, the perfect creator's perfect idea, but it's a choice. Today, choose. No matter what's going on outside of you, I'm sure you have reasons to be mad and hurt. You know, will you set that down? Will you forgive others? Will you forgive yourself? That can be the hardest one. And just choose, in this time right now, take a long deep breath and say, I'm going to hold love. I'm going to create a temple, a garden that's going to attract more love, the spirit of love. I'm going to hold kindness. I'm going to hold the peace. When I walk into an environment, I'm going to bring the peace and the joy. My friends, and then watch it flower. Watch your garden flower. Watch it grow. Watch how you're no longer stuck anymore. You're no longer lost in despair and frustration. And see how things move ahead in that beautiful evolution, the way it's meant to be, where things get better and better, Godder and Godder. I love, love, love you. Be blessed. Asha is